Hello, everybody, and welcome to our discussion on Facebook. We're going to be probably posting this video on both Facebook as well as YouTube. So you can find this video if you're watching at YouTube. You can see it, pieces of it on Facebook as well. If it'll download, sometimes I've had trouble downloading larger videos onto Facebook. Facebook might be one of the most underestimated and underutilized platforms in this book and on influence at this point. We know that Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook as the first app that really took off, aside from MySpace, using college kids. He used college kids in college campuses, and then it spread and it stuck because MySpace was being used, but it didn't stick. Probably some battleground zones and such, but I'm glad that MySpace is gone because MySpace was a lot of darkness in MySpace. 3 billion monthly active users when this book was written, Day Trading Attention. Most contemporary content creators, especially the ones winning on TikTok and Instagram, are underestimating the power of Facebook. 1, it's American. 2, it's underestimated because people aren't using it as a place for business. Mark Zuckerberg announced that it was a place for family, but that's customer base. So you have to be tactical and strategic and not flooding the market. It has to occur as if it's family, which would actually be the proper way to do business. But these people are money hungry and vicious, and they don't understand what that actually means. What my Facebook page is flooded with, as I don't have any followers on my platform, is flooded with garbage influencer like reality TV shit or Hollywood shit, which plays a role in how people think. Because you're reaching millions of people every time Brad Pitt shows up in a post. So how he's behaving, what he's saying, what he's wearing, what he's doing, what he's involved in. Same thing with Tom Cruise. It all tells us human behavior because the way he behaves is the way the audience behaves. It's subconsciously delivered. That's why we need people who are in those contemporary job positions to be people that have ethics and morals, whether it's a movie like, what is that movie Tom or Brad Pitt was in? Where he was his first movie role, Thelma and Louise. A movie like that, or a movie like Tom Cruise, which would be Risky Business. 2 different characters, very grounded in ethics and morals, but stepping over to show daring behavior through a movie. And expressing authentic behavior, but they're actors. So it's like know your role, but step over the boundary of the role, but always staying grounded in experience to reality. Most influencers do not understand anything of what I just said. And they individually created brand and images of strength, ethics, talent, male masculinity, which is what we want. As a woman, that's what we want. And they don't put up with garbage. And they do it in a way that's tactical. Those are the kings of Hollywood. The new age Hollywood star is missing the mark and not delivering to show women how to behave. Because Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt also showed women how to behave. But women also showed women how to behave. But men like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise kept a lid on that nastiness and showed women who are insecure, how to be romantic with their partner. That's what people oftentimes don't understand. That actually brought joy to other people's lives with innocent admiration. Old ways of thinking, new ways of thinking with these women is Sydney Sweeney with her big tits hanging out and everybody wanting to lick them. Garbage. Nothing to talk about. Literally watching these carpet episodes are horrific, disgusting, and disgraceful. Driving the market to invite influencers who are completely fucking clueless onto runways on how to not be professional. Literally, we're watching it with the Sports Illustrated bullshit. That is literally trying to take over the Victoria's Secret runway shit. And just bringing a little bit of that into the energy in the room. Let's see. Youthification of society is bullshit. I'm 45 years old. You're 25 years old. I'm more educated. I have more information to offer. So you should not be looking at a 25-year-old from Muslim countries to educate you on how to be free in your feelings. Sorry. She gives you pie in the sky alien conversation of sadistic personality disorder to overthrow the nation with the help of her culture so that the USA becomes the Middle East. Are you really that dense? Are you really that dense because her bug eyes are bugging in your face and you're being, there's a place in the Middle East where the naked ladies dance. There's a hole in the wall where the men can see it all. You're kidding me, right? That shit is nasty. That is why the world is coming to an end, is because women are prostitutes. We're watching it every day on every woman's platform of them trying to carrot chase. And if they're not carrot chasing that form, they're carrot chasing some demonic, psychopathic, nonsensical, disgraceful behavior as a woman. Dirty, rotten people, grotesque. Child abusers, disrespectful. They're all perverts. And you men are open to it because you want to get your what? Your private parts disintegrated in your brain to mush. I don't want to go to dinner and then everyone in the room is all doing an orgy at the dinner table. That's the way the women operate. That's the way Mona Van operates when she goes to dinner. She wants everyone to stroke her juices so that she can feel something inside herself. That's not real living. That's not real conversation. And it's definitely not business conversation. And Facebook has taken a form of business out to focus on family, but now that's a customer base. Youthification, grow up. 22 forever, no thank you. I don't want to be 22 again. I'm so educated in the advancement of my education of what I did the work for. See, none of you have done any work. You're 21 years old, you're 22 years old, and now you're teaching people how to be drunks. How to gossip about your friends so millions of people can laugh at them. How you can call other people unattractive so that you can feel good about yourself. How you can judge people in every which way, in a way that's not helpful to society, but disgraceful to you as a human, and then do the light work shit. You want a free ride is what you really want. You stand there on the stage every day and you say, I want to go viral. Well, why? Because I want to get money. I want to get paid. Well, that's really a contribution to society. I'm not sure what part of that that you don't understand, that doesn't help people, that hurts people. For you to go viral, that hurts people. So now you're telling us you are wanting to be a Hitler. What are you going to teach? I'm going to teach people how to be evil. Well, then you're a Hitler and we don't want you to go viral, do we? However, the men said that your vagina and your private parts are really attractive, so maybe we want them to go viral. We're watching PLRNO stars stand on a platform with a bunch of guys talk about perversion. And that's viral content. We're watching two girls gone viral, who are now our educators on Jesus. No, Jesus Christ, are you fucking kidding me? I just want a man that's gonna rub my pussy juices because Jesus Christ told me it was the way to go. And granted, we're exposing you women who used to get paid lots of money to be evangelists, because it's the same shit they used to say, but now they're talking in a way that's very clear on what they're up to. That, I assure you, is not Jesus teaching. That's pussy juice teaching. You can laugh your ass off all you fucking want, but the future is at stake, and the ethics and morals and evolution of society is at stake, to where there won't be earth any longer because two girls gone Bible. Meanwhile, they invite a Middle Eastern person who doesn't believe in Jesus, but will say that he does, onto their program to learn Allah behavior, while they actually switch over without even knowing it, that they're teaching Allah behavior. That's lust, greed, and gluttony, the deadly sins, with wrath and all the other shit. If you look at the behavior of a 40-year-old man and a 40-year-old woman, it resembles the 25-year-old couple decades ago. Even if your Facebook is your mom and dad's social media app, they're not too far away from being valuable audience members for content creators and influencers that would normally focus on TikTok and Instagram. It's very subjective because it's business people that this line of conversation is focused on. Because the wide range of people on Facebook and how mature it is as platform, not as people though. It's fertile ground for a variety of different businesses, creators, and brands to take advantage of. If you're a local business, you need to pay extra attention to the platform. When people check Facebook, they're in a mindset of seeing what their high school and college friends are up to. They also put users in a hometown local state of mind. Cut it out. They'll be more receptive of business that feel close to home. Not to mention, Facebook will let you run ads to users within a certain mile radius. So there's business organizational services that Facebook offers, yet we don't really know what that is because it's all in the upperclassmen. And they all are in the network, which allows them to be viral and you to not be viral. So there's strategic ways to use the algorithm of Facebook and not just stick out the content and run. But that's how TikTok operated. And that's the kind of business that's being ran on TikTok. There's no educational services associated to Facebook for the small business owner to reach their town. What we're bombarded with is corporation trying to close down all of corporation trying to close down small business. That's really what we're looking at, hostile takeovers. While delivering on piss poor customer service. And I'm not specifically speaking to Facebook. I'm talking to corporate, because corporate has insider trading information. While they block us from seeing how to do it, because I've tried to do this before. My shit never got seen by anything or anyone. So you could pay, but they tell you that it's free, but you never get seen by anyone, and you can hashtag. So people's mindset is produce content, use hashtags, and then spend a little money on an ad, but you still never grow. Why? Why is my content not growing? Why aren't you liking my content? Oh no, you like that shit. You actually like being talked to like that. This is the work. This is actually people, the 1%, who are out to create better lives for themselves. See, the 1%, if you all are ethical and moral, will battle these bitches like champs. These people are morons. The only thing they have that you don't is money and the light working shit that's a bunch of frauds. It is really nice to see you today. Thank you. Come on in and have a seat. See, that doesn't get results. The person feels less than, they go sit back at their desk, and they feel less human, they feel depleted, they feel exhausted because you just stole from them. Now, the way I speak to people gets results, gets your asses moving, puts you in a space of integrity to learn what integrity actually means. Then you can actually create in a higher level of vibration once you learn how to behave in a proper way. That has everything to do with what your choices are, which is I want to be a better person. You don't just say, I want to be a better person, and then you are a better person, because you have a lot of shit in your backpack of the baggage that you're carrying along with you. And then these women, for them, they don't have any feeling or emotion. They dump off the backpack on you by being awful and mean to other people. And then the men clap for them. All water. Now, as a world and globe to stand on your feet, that doesn't help with godly existence. That helps only the devil win. These women work with the devil. How many more photographs do we need to see of Mona Van smiling with Gary Vee? That is the devil's work. Mona Van is the devil. There's lots of devils out there. Biden is the devil. Obama is the devil. Kamala Harris is the devil. Hillary Clinton is the devil. That's a weak place to be. See, they think they're all strong and shit. That's called manipulation. But when you know what manipulation is and you learn what manipulation is, then you can combat it and you can battle it, and it doesn't affect you. You just call them out on their bullshit. It's called self-awareness. Plus, you don't have the fear-based mentality that they try to create on you because they think that they have power when they're weak as shit. That's why Donald Trump is a great man to be in the position of political power, because he doesn't put up with no shit. He battles that shit. He doesn't bow down. He battles it like a damn tank. That's why I don't like him. He's stopping the devil. What part of that don't you fucking get? These women are the devil, folks. Your wives are the fucking devil. You gave them too much power. You gave them too much money. You made their lives too easy, where they then now have their hand out for a free fucking ride. They think they're queens on a fucking pedestal, and they talk like this, which is annoying as fuck. To the point where they've even taken an animal and tried to turn them into a better than. She does not like going over to that woman's house, by the way. That's why she goes into this weird modes of, I'm a dog. Why do I feel like this? I want to play with my friend named Zelda. Dogs have jobs on this planet, and you as humans are trying to take out their job so that more devil energy can enter into our communities. That way, the rich people who are the blonde, they used to call them the blondes. Now it's the Middle Easterns. However, it's really not working very well anymore, is it? People are really in the space that they cannot stand you, yet you're going to try to barrel over them until they catch you again. It would look like this. You're mad at me right now. Be mad at me. I don't like you. Blocking you. Hey, how are you today? So nice to see you. I want to talk about Facebook and how important Facebook is to you. And I want to tell you that you're going to succeed. It's my intent to expose each and every person out there that's the bad guy so that you can be successful. So you have to be coddled and catered to. So you don't actually know the person you want to be coddled and catered to. That's called a free ride. That's called you're not looking at yourself. That's called looking for external validation. You look so nice today. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You like that, don't you? That's called validation. You're old. You shouldn't receive validation. You should know what's right and what's wrong. Because that's the space that we're in society at this time. You should know thyself enough to know that there's more work to be done. That's a true leader. So watching Alvin Bragg get excited that he won against Donald Trump, that showed us how weak they are. Just give them kudos, just give them the money, just give them the attaboys, and then they'll actually subside. However, they're operating under corruption. That is the pushback. Women are operating under corruption. Women are operating under corruption. Women and Democrats are the worst of their kind. Go take a look at Hillary Clinton. That's the era of the baby boomers. The worst of their kind is Hillary Clinton. Her MO and her whatever gimmick doesn't work. She even opened the door for perversion conversation with a book she wrote, which was horrendous and disgusting. The only reason I know that is because she was on the Today Show and they read an excerpt from it as if that was educational. Algorithm is based on how much money you have and how much networking ability you have and who's willing to say yes to you. That also has everything to do with how much you're willing to push your way in. But that's not real business. That's not small town business performance. We're talking small town business in this moment here because we're on Facebook. So now you're closing down small businesses so that corporate companies who are bullies can use the ranks of Facebook to close your businesses down. And then you're taking their side over somebody who's trying to save your business. Because you were promised by the Democrats or by Anschutz that your business will thrive in this new economy. So you're going to sell yourself out to Allah and the devil so that you can look cool on a platform. It's all about reputation, folks. Reputation is not a good thing to have. That one's got a reputation. That one's got a reputation, and that one's got a reputation, and that one's definitely got a reputation, and that's a bad thing to have. So each platform has its own brand. Then they expect you as a performer within their organized crime to have your own brand. And the brand must be aligned with their brand because that keeps their brand alive. That's why my content doesn't get viral, because I'm not in alignment with their brand, because I think their brand is not unique to each individual. It's trending. Now, visually, what I see is what we're working off of here. Your content isn't going viral. My content might be going viral, but I always occur to myself as if my content isn't being seen or viral. Fans and followers. Followers like a cult. Fans. Mix up Facebook Reels into your strategy. Use Facebook Analytics to get more strategic. Use Facebook groups to engage in communities. Very, very challenging to do any of these things any longer because it's not safe. Because there's always a Middle Eastern. We're not being protected from the Middle East or from people. Because these people pretend to be nice to you. They come into your communities and they take your communities. This is very, very important for those of you who already have a smaller following. See, this is not the way it used to be when you made, like the way that Baron Baptiste grew his yoga practices. It's all stolen education of fake facade shit of young people who know how to be actors and actresses. Lean into the science behind the art. The science behind the art. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I skipped. That's actually for YouTube. The bottom line with Facebook is organic reach is back, and it's time to start paying attention to this platform again. Is it? You can't step outside the box. The government definitely controls it. We're in a very extremely confusing time, aren't we? Who do we trust? This is where Facebook kind of is right now. I like Facebook actually a lot because you could go live without permission. See, TikTok makes you have 1,000 followers, so you have to have permission to go live. Same thing with YouTube. You have to have 50 followers on YouTube. I have 38 now, I think, on this platform, YouTube, to go viral. I mean, to go live, which if that happens on YouTube, I'll go live. And then they kick you off, but you never get back on. So that puts a damper in your ability to continue your business. See, if you don't go by what they think without any, no representation without taxation, they can kick you off for any particular reason. So you're not in a free base business sense. That's why this is such a dead zones. You can't conversate with someone off Meta or off YouTube or TikTok to say, why is this happening? They don't give you a 60-day trial or anything. You just get kicked off and then your whole content disappears. Now they own you. because it goes into their archives. So now they have the ability for the future to make money off of you. That's stolen intellectual property. So they're working on the age of extinction for Americans, which will be the first phase. And then it'll be humanity. And that's what all of these people as influencers really are up to. They don't actually care about anything except for money, clout, and fame. Charli D'Amelio, example. Never had any parenting, never had any education, doesn't even have a high school diploma, has a high school diploma, but doesn't have a high school diploma. She's dumb as rocks. She's unethical. She's uneducated, and she's trashy. She's like a trailer park trash. That becomes the model of the future for women. And that's why TikTok is the way it is. Whoa. That's a battle. That is a battle. That is a battle. And then she says, this is her thing, her gimmick. So I've been dealing with a lot of judgment, and I'm a leader, and I don't really know what to do about it. And that's why people fucking judge you, because you're awful. But industry sees her because she's already got the following because of this. But she's judging them. It's very complex, but it's very clear. And that became what TikTok used as their person of interest to fuel their business. That was the lead of TikTok. A 15-year-old girl. While all of you acted like weird ass people. I cannot believe this shit. I just can't right now. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how people got whitewashed so bad that you lost sight of humanity, or what it actually takes to keep government, countrymen, foreign policy. You all of you are addicted to perversion, nastiness, grotesque behavior. Women turned from, I don't even know, honestly, the old days of the relatability of myself to women to where we are in today's society is I cannot stand women. You're disgraceful. You want to help women? You only want to help women you want to help. That's called sect, S-E-C-Ts. Well, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. Peace on earth, everybody. Peaceful protests. That's literally the message of Palestine. My way or no way. My way or no way. I'm a leader. No, that's called dictatorship. So you don't even know that ethics and morals and values, the greater good is first. You have to do actions to get yourselves to those places. So that means sometimes war is necessary. And if it's killing off people that are misbehaving, so be it. You don't know foreign policy. You literally are rich kids who are destroying the world. Because there's a lot of middle-class people that lived off great lives who lived on the internet growing up. Middle class are rich kids. Low class doing the same shit because honestly, there really weren't a whole lot of poor kids out there. You just thought in your head that you were poor. You had a roof over your head, you had food on the table, you had clothes on your back, you had the opportunity to educate yourself in school, and then you called oppression. We all had shitty teachers in school, by the way. It's just whether you were willing to do the work that it would take to educate yourself, to evolve your education in a more multidimensional facet of what the world could be for you. And then you chase down the more education once you got out of college, because that makes you a grown up. Not just putting hair and makeup on and then running around saying Pookie. You're a grown up and you're calling your wife Pookie. You're saying, wow, you look so beautiful. Pookie, you look beautiful. That's a great outfit, Pookie. And that's what you as Americans want to see. Are you fucking kidding me right now? That's your strategy? So you get your strategy, you get your following, and then you tell people, well, sometimes my content's going to change, and you may or may not like it. That's Mona Van's strategy. Basically telling you she'll do whatever the fuck she wants, where wearing a schoolgirl outfit and saying sometimes she just really likes to feel attractive, like a little girl. I mean, are you fucking kidding me right now? Those aren't grown-ups behaving in business. Those are children. With that being said, we're at 36 minutes. We want to wrap this up. However, as Facebook develops its own interest graph algorithm similar to TikTok and comes up with a new creative units or organic reach on the platform is back, businesses, brands, creators, and influencers have the potential to reach millions of people that don't follow them. Search the platform for reels related for business to see what creative formats are working and start becoming a practitioner and get educated. Get educated. Get an education. Get an education. Get an education. And not from modern day education, from the history books. Get an education. Get your education. Go to school. Go to high school. You probably have shitty ass teachers. Take the textbook. Take a look at what is important in the book. Go watch some YouTube shit. Multi-teach yourself, because these people ain't doing their damn jobs. Obama's taken hold of our history books to make it into demon shit. That's why we're in this fucking mess. He took education, he transmuted it, he diluted it, and he transformed the world into what we know to be whatever this Pookie shit is. That's fucking gross. That's not something to be proud of. Grounded in the Constitution. The thing about law is that the law is the law. It's fact. It's distinct. It's not wishy-washy, which is why the case of Donald Trump is a hoax. Common sense. That means they're not good lawyers. That means a lot of you in prison are in prison because you're not supposed to be in prison, because somebody didn't like you. Some of you belong there. That's weird, isn't it? They made you think you were guilty of something you didn't actually do. The killer of George Floyd. George Floyd is a criminal. The people on January 6th that are sitting in prison or with crimes against them, those are innocent Americans, and our own countrymen are against America. They're against law and order, and that's the distinguishing characteristics. Is George Floyd was a criminal. Ahmaud Arbery was a criminal. Ben Crumb is from Africa. Race wars. Black people, you're not American then. If you don't believe in the Constitution, you are part of the development of the Constitution. You segregated yourselves. You didn't want to do the work that it took to build your businesses because it takes work and effort. You think that I'm enjoying this? You think I enjoyed the process that it took for me to fight and battle you who are evil and unworthy of anything that you developed on your platforms? You all were given a free fucking ride. You may have worked in the 80s and the 90s, Denzel, but you don't really work that hard anymore. You lie. You literally walk onto Facebook and you already got 1 million views. You stopped working? Is that what's going on here? All the real actors out there stopped working? That's the real question. You just gave up and gave it to the youth? Fuck them. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this video. I'd like you to share and get my YouTube channel up to at least 50 so I can try and attempt to go live on that platform. And that's what we have for you today.